Hey, ain't we been through it all? Then we sleep on them floors. Everybody we thought we needed, we don't need them no more. Run it up, don't check the score. No, I'm balling.
Scheme Spotlight is here. We're going to talk about that a little bit. They didn't say it was the final release of Scheme Spotlight, so we know we're going to have more. But there was something yesterday that was the final release, Game Changers. So we're going to talk about Scheme Spotlight, but I want to talk about Game Changers. If you remember yesterday's video, if you didn't go watch it, I was talking about cards in terms of these Game Changers with it being a final release after the initial wave and everyone's buying packs or whatever. There's going to be a shortage of cards and the supply is going to dry out. Now, I bought 2 cards in the video yesterday for 49K. Now, I'm going to show you the cards I bought in the video yesterday for 49K. Now, these are a lot of cards I bought yesterday, and I'm going to show you what I sold them for, right? It was these 2 Nick Jacksons. Now, the reason I bought him, he's a 96 overall, 94 speed, great budget beast. Brady Wilson, you can see Andrew Makuba, Patrick Jenkins, Julio Jones for 80K is crazy. We got Jalen Waddle for 30K. Also, I talked about yesterday Malik Neighbors for under like 160, 170. You can see I got him on an average around 170 for 3 of those. You got the Spencer Fan, which I think I just bought. Micah Parsons. Just want to show you guys all these cards, right? Some of these cards I haven't sold, but a lot of these cards I have, right? Even this Jake Renfro, 49K. Now, this is something you can continue to do throughout the week if you see these cards at the minimum, because they're not getting pulled anymore, because the Game Changer promo is over, and technically these cards shouldn't be in packs anymore. Well, they will be in packs, but they won't be getting pulled as frequent. You can remember, I got Claire for 30K, sold for 48, so that's a good, 13K. Remember, Sonny Styles. If you, I don't know if it showed, but Sonny Styles I got for 49K, and I sold for, where's Sonny Styles? Again, Sonny Styles 49K. I sold for 76. That's a 19K come up. So you guys see up there that my coins are actually down, but at the same time I'm up. There's one of the Patrick Jenkinses I got for 30K, sold for 42. Jalen Waddle, remember I got for 30K, sold for 42. Renfro, remember I got for 49K, sold for 78. Right, that's what a 22K come up. One of my Nick Jacksons, I'm in the midst of selling one right now. Another one right now. Got him for 49K, sold for 78. So another Claire. Finally sold my Buda Baker, which I kind of made a little bit of coins on that. Julio Jones, remember I got for 80K, sold for 115. That's plus 20K. Andrew Makuba got for 49K, sold for 78K. That's another plus 22K. So my coins are definitely up. As you can see up there, they're probably down, but I still have a bunch of stuff on the auction house. As you can see, that's still being sold, right? We still look at what I have on the auction house right now. It's going to sell. That's another 40, 43, 45. So that's what, 130, another 69K. So that's almost 200, 270. Mike Jackson sale, that's 340 that I'm up there. And also obviously have all my Malik Neighbors. So I'm just going to go on there. Before we get into the Scheme Spotlight, I wanted to address this real quick because this could be a great way to make coins. And it has been a great way for me to make coins in the last 24 hours, right? But the thing is, they're only going to get more scarce on the auction house, right? And until the price floor drops, I don't mind doing this. And the thing is, even if the price floor drops, you should feel safe because it takes a while for 95s to get down to 94 prices, and etc. So, look, the easiest way you can do this is go to Game Changers and go newest, right? Now, you can, some specific cards you don't want to necessarily touch, like Laramie Tunsil, right? You could get both of these Laramie Tunsils and flip them for 40K, but left tackle is not a very scarce position. What we're talking about, right? Now, I do believe you can flip any 95 Game Changer and sell it for 40K. Just depends on if you want to or not when we're talking about that, right? So if we look on defense, look, Lattimore, there's a bunch of 95s, but there is specifically ones I like to target in terms of positions. Now, fullback, I said this yesterday, you could flip this Mike Allstott. On average, I believe he is selling for way more than that. I'm just going to check real quick on average what he's selling for, but I would like him. If I see him usually in the 40s, I buy him because I know I can flip him for 60. Mike Allstott on average is selling for about 44K, right? The last 3 have sold for 50K, 51, 50, and then a 70K, but that was like 12 hours ago. So that's a little bit here nor there. I love this tight end position. If you see any of these guys at 30K, they're usually the best budget tight ends in the game. So if you see any of them around 30K, I don't mind buying them. Brady Wilson, this is my Brady Wilson right here. There's one up, but because it's up for 5 hours, mine's going to show. So It's another thing to think about. Offensive line in this position is great. Like, I definitely wouldn't mind grabbing a Luke Condra for 30K. Not going to buy this one for 40K because I know I've sold Luke Condra multiple times for north of 44K, right? If we're talking about on defense, I love the defensive tackles. I absolutely love the defensive tackles. You can look and see that's my Jenkins up, and you can see it's the only Jenkins up right now. You could probably take this Jordan Phillips, flip it, make a good, quick little profit. But Jenkins and Phillips are probably the best two and easiest to flip because they provide the most value, right? And you do have some receivers. You've seen I did flip a Jalen Waddle. Receivers is scarce. I mean, this Ross, I'll be honest, I'm doing this live so you guys can see this. I'm going to check his price because if I can flip him for, what, 43K, why not? There's literally only one up right now. Something to do. And this Corey Rucker too. There's 295 receivers up for this too. So like I said, I'm doing this live in effect so you guys can kind of see my thought process when doing this. There's a couple more Corey Ruckers that haven't been shown as of yet. That hasn't showed up. So that's just what I'm thinking about when it comes to the mindset right now. The big money movers to me are the newer 96 overall, not the older 96 overalls like the champions. These set cards are the big ones. I mean, Nick Nash, your 77K is really good, real good receiver. But if we're talking about newer set cards, so that right tackle right there, that Spencer Fano, is mine. I just bought it for 49K, relisted for 68K. That Emory Jones, or one of those Emory Jones, are mine. Again, I bought for 49K if you've seen it before, and then we relisted it. So look, man, I'm just telling you guys, if you want to make coins and easy flipping, you can do this for the next probably, I don't think the price floor, it may drop tomorrow, Thursday, or it may drop on Friday. We don't know when the price floor is actually going to drop. EA, like I said in my Market Monday video, we're all at their mercy until that point. But the thing about these cards, what makes them different is that there's no more supply of them. Because there's no more supply of them, there's not going to be an abundance of new cards that come out and make these cards like drop specifically or drastically. Sorry. So think about that. Sorry, I talked a lot when it comes to this, but I wanted to show you guys like how I've made, probably 200 or something K the last couple days, or essentially the last 24 hours. So yeah, just wanted to talk about that real quick because I think that's very important. Let's get into the scheme spotlight. Like I said, I'm not going to go crazy into the scheme spotlight. My 18K pack's refreshed, so we're going to talk about that a little bit. But I think that was important because it's the same thing that happened. I don't know if you guys remember the Heisman Hopeful promo. When that ended, you had Jalen Milroe, Cam Ward, and all these cards that were considered very good at the time. And then what happens is after the market dried out, they shot up. Jalen Milroe was down to 60K, shot up to like 150. Cam Ward was down to like 90K, shot up to like 200. So that's something to consider when thinking about Game Changers, because we all agree that Game Changers is probably the best and most consistent promo we've had all year. So now content was late today, but we have some fire cards. Caleb McCullough. He's a little bit smaller, looks like a receiving back if you ask me. Or no, sorry, I'm thinking of the running back. This is a linebacker, and he's one of the best linebackers in the game. Great user in the game. 6'2", 225, 95 zone, can play by itself. COD's a little bit low, but at this point in time, you're looking for that speed out there. Now this is who I was thinking of, Caden Durham, sorry. He's a little bit smaller, 5'9", 209, but great receiving back. COD is amazing at 98. So like I said, I'm going to open up the 18K packs and then whatever training I have left over. I don't know if I should go into the Game Changers, if I should go into the scheme spotlight. So I think those are the two LTDs today. You do have a new quarterback. These quarterbacks, to me, they don't move me. I pulled J1 yesterday, Justin Fields. So I actually have to make a decision between Justin Fields, RG3, and Kirk Cousins. So we'll try to make that decision sooner rather than later. It's Raheem. No, Sanders is last week. Who is this week? What 98s are this week as well? Bolden. They gave us a great linebacker core. 96 speed, 90 finesse move, can pass rush a little bit, and he has 94 zone and 94 man. Oh my, he's good. He's really, really good. It's interesting that this wasn't the last scheme spotlight, so they're going to continue to do scheme spotlight. Yaro's the center. Now, a guy, I'm telling you, Demetrius Knight, I had his 90 overall. Another one, I think he was a Heisman hopeful, if I remember correctly. This card is fantastic, dude. 6'2", basically 250, 96 speed, 94 zone. And I think he can pass rush a little bit. Yeah, 89 finesse move. They gave us, if you need a linebacker today, man, I'm not going to go all in. But like I said, I have 140K up there because I've been, doing stuff or whatnot. But I also look at some of these 96s. Some of the 96s that are going to be set cards. Look at that. I don't know what this maximum Webster is looking like. We can look at it together. 6'2", 94 speed. I much rather the game changer tight ends. So the 95 overalls there. And my biggest value card in this game, Carson Swester. If you can get this man at 30K, dog, he needs to be on your field. He needs to be. And look, there's a reason why there's only one up for 72K. So, look, let's get into the packs. I've talked a lot in this video, not necessarily about Scheme Spotlight, but there was something I did want to address with the game changers. For those who want to sit here and make coins, coins are there easily to be made. And like I said, I work, so I'm not sitting on the auction house all day finding these cards. Literally sniped them in the morning. I put them up for 8 hours, came back, and majority of them have sold. That's what it was for me. So, do with that information you wish. What do they say? You can take a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Trying to take you out of the water. Y'all got to gulp it up yourself. Pause, by the way, because I know some of y'all will be weird in the comments. Let's get into the packs. Let's get into the packs and see if we can cook. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure if we're going to do Scheme Spotlight packs or if we're going to do Game Changers. I prefer the Game Changers, to be honest, if we're talking about the B&Ds. Moss is still in packs. But let's open up these first. Let's open up these. I opened all these up last week and got cooked. I would like to see a Season 6 animation. I've yet to actually, I don't think I've seen a Season 6 animation. There's a Season 5. It's not bad, but we want a Season 6. I would like it. And I wish the Game Changer packs wasn't as expensive as 50K, but I understand why they are because it's 93 instead of 91. Season 5, though. Hold on. Maybe we're building up. Slappy. Already have him. Would have been a great addition, but already have him. So we got a season 5 or season 4, season 5. Is it season 6 time? Is it? Is it? It's not. Unfortunate. I think I'm gonna do Game Changers, man. Like I said, I kind of want to pull Moss. I do kind of want to pull Moss. Well, there's no chance I pull Moss, but I want to give myself the opportunity to pull Moss. So I think we do Game Changers. We'll probably be able to do what, 2 Game Changers, maybe, depending on what we pull. So I've seen so many people get lucky out of these, and it's just not me. It's just not me, which is cool. It's absolutely fine. Like I said, I'd much rather go here than here, just because I feel like I have better value here, and the opportunity to pull a card I actually want. Game Changers historically has been better. We get one. All it takes is one, maybe. Brian Branch. We're 35K away. So, what we're going to do, recruit back a day. Recruit pack a day. Day 20? I think it's day 20. Let's get it. Day 19 was actually fire. We pulled like a 94 day 19, which sold for like 30K. So we basically paid for day 19 and day 20 already. So this is a free recruit pack. So let's see if we can cook. Let's see if we can cook, and then we'll go back in to what we were doing before. But recruit pack a day, day 20. Can we make some stuff happen? Come on. Why not? Who says no? You know what I mean? Hook your boy up. Now, I think I'm making an executive decision that 97s count. Because 97s are a high overall pool. Right? So 97s, we're basically looking for a 97, 98, or 99. Right? That's what we're looking for. Will we get it? Probably not, if we're being honest. I've mentally prepared myself that I'm going into college football 26 not pulling a full champion out of these. It's up here. Now, I believe I can. But at the end of the day, it's not up to me. Right? It's up to Electronic Arts if they want to bless me. Right? And ever since I pulled the double LTDs in Madden, I don't know, man. My luck's been going. Which, look, that's luck for a year if you pull 2 LTDs out of coin packs in Madden. So, obviously different game, but same company. Y'all get it. So, yeah, man, day 20. We're getting cooked. We're getting absolutely shish kebabbed in day 20. But, hey, you got to keep it going. You got to keep it going. So, out of the recruit pack side of things, we got cooked. How's the 81 plus? 81 plus gonna be better? Is the 81 plus gonna be better? Absolutely not. I guess we got an 88, but day 20, overall stinker. Now, I was just going through looking at some of these cards. This punter goes for like 6K, so we're going to sell that punter. We are going to sell that punter, and hopefully this gives me about 10K. It does not. Welcome to the cookout, buddy. Damn. Not quick selling that punter is going to come back to haunt me. Oh, maybe we'll just quick sell Micah. I could sell Micah. All right. 30K down the drain. All right, so appreciate you, boys. We're going to walk it off with 2 Game Changer packs. Take advantage of the Game Changer market, y'all. I'm telling y'all. I know we want to chase the big things, but some of those 94s, 96s, they're still good. And if them at minimum, they present great value. They absolutely present great value. So 93, last pack magic. Walk us off. Send me on my way with something nice. Slow me down. Slow me down. Alabama Roll Tide, but I don't need your ha-ha. I'm out. Deuces.